So I'm talking about how to sustain your yoga business in tough times today. How to sustain your yoga business in tough times. So how are we feeling today? Tell me how you're feeling. Because we are in a bit of a tough time right now, aren't we? So I'm interested to hear how you're feeling. So just give me one word. And I think, as yoga business owners, which you all are, we're used to dealing with our fair share of uncertainty, and challenges and ups and downs, because it's really just part of the journey of a yoga business owner. It's part of the journey of a yoga business owner. It's part of the journey of, turning your idea into a successful business and into a successful reality. So we should be used to dealing with challenges just in our business. But of course, we now have this landscape and, the current climate that we're in right now, which does feel uncertain and it does feel challenging. Many of you have had to make some real changes in how you run your business and how you show up as a yoga teacher. So what have we got? Feeling good. Kartik from Russia, hello. Everybody else, how are you feeling today? Share in the comments. So, how do we navigate these times? How do we navigate uncertainty and challenges? How do we do that? Feeling challenged, yeah, exactly. Because how you do navigate it can change everything. The way that we respond in tough times and uncertainty really determines whether we sink or whether we thrive. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing something with you today that's going to allow you to sustain this uncertain time and really come out of it thriving. So how can you make sure that you thrive? How can you make sure that you thrive so that no matter what you face, you'll always be able to come out the other side with your dreams and your vision and your mission to build your best life, because I know that's what you want, and to build a successful business intact. How can you do that? Well, in today's masterclass, you're going to learn some simple but powerful ways to stay motivated and inspired to take action. That's what I want for you. I want you to take action even in the toughest times, okay? We're also going to talk about how you can go about finding opportunities and solutions in uncertainty and how to use this time to grow and develop yourself, which will be really powerful for you and, a really great way to thrive. I'm also going to cover the changes that you might need to make, how you can be, so that you can continue to be of service right now to your community. Okay, so what changes do you need to make so that you can continue to help people? And also, what can you do to leverage the internet and to go digital? Okay, so share in the comments, what one thing do you think you've done in the last 6 weeks that's different to what you were doing previously? Share in the comments what one thing you have done in the last probably 8 weeks now, 8 weeks, let's say, that you've done differently. Yeah, because right now we're facing a very unique challenge, aren't we? Yeah, it's a worldwide pandemic. It's turned our lives upside down. We've never really experienced anything like this before. And, here in the UK, we're still currently on lockdown. We're not really allowed to go out too much at the moment. They've eased things a little bit, but really a lot of people are kind of staying at home unless they really need to go out or for their daily dose of exercise. But none of us have experienced anything like this. And it's really causing havoc on businesses. Some businesses are at a complete standstill. If you think about restaurants and bars, they're unable to trade. And the pandemic is also causing this widespread fear, this stress and anxiety. But if there's one thing I know for sure, is that those emotions are not going to serve us right now. You know, if we want to thrive as yoga business owners, we need to begin by doing all that we can to empower ourselves to feel good and to feel hopeful and to feel positive about what we can make happen in spite of what's going on. And just think of it this way, you know, if you are feeling stressed and you're feeling anxious, chances are most people around you are too. Yeah, chances are people in your community are too, your students are too. So they need you more than ever to serve and to show up. Okay, so it's important that we do that, you know, that we do that as the leader and the business owner, you know, of our yoga business. It's important that we step up and we really step into our power. So let's have a look. Lots of you have been teaching online, taught on Zoom, bringing myself online, teaching via Zoom, Facebook Live classes. Yeah, so these are things that, you know, could be completely new thing to you. Yeah, so you have had to already overcome so many challenges, right? Just the fear of being online is a challenge. You know, the fear of being visible on a camera, getting over the whole tech overwhelm. It's a lot, you know, you've kind of almost been forced to do it, haven't you guys? You know, it's like you've had this wind behind you to just like force you forward, push you forward, and it's giving you that energy to do it. So be proud of that. Be proud that you've already stepped up and done some incredible things that you'd never done before. So what I'm sharing today are going to be simple concepts, but they're powerful. And they have the ability to really help you to thrive. So that no matter, you know, how impossible things feel, you can come out of this situation when we finally move through it thriving. Yeah, so it's important that we work now, that we do the work now to sustain ourselves and come out thriving at the end of it. We want to come out of this in a better place than what we are right now. Yeah, so grab a pen and paper, guys, if you haven't got one already. Take some time to really go through these ideas, okay, that I'm going to share with you so that you can set yourself up to thrive. So first of all, I want to talk about how to stay motivated and positive, okay? We can't control what happens to us, but we can decide how we respond. And this is what's going to make all the difference. You know, if we want to thrive, we have to choose to respond in the most empowering way possible. So I'm going to start with the mindset stuff, okay? Everything I teach always starts with this. And I'm not going to go too in depth on it today, but I want to talk about meditation. Okay, so who here in the comments, tell me in the comments, tell me if you meditate. We all know the power of meditation, right? And it is a very powerful thing to do on a daily basis, to spend some time meditating, even if it's just for 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, giving yourself permission to sit still. Yeah, and to focus on your breath will really connect you with a sense of peace. Yeah, so I find that the more I meditate, the more ideas flow to me. It's powerful, powerful, powerful practice. And lots of you do this, so it's so great to see. Share in the comments the biggest benefit that you have from it. So Chana Gupta says it balances and focuses me. Everybody else who said yes, let me know in the comments what it does for you. What's the biggest benefit that you get from it? And certainly for me, you know, just to feel balanced, yeah, level-headed, calm, in a sense of, in a space of peace, but also in a space of flow, yeah, the ideas flowing through me. And the more I feel like that, the more inspired I am. Okay, so that knock-on effect is really huge. Now, straight after I meditate, and I'm sure you guys have all got your own morning routine or your habits that you have in the morning. And for me, it's big, it's a big part of my day is to have my morning routine. So straight after I meditate, I journal. And this is really a chance to tune in with myself, and to tune in with my feelings. And when you do this, you become aware of how you're feeling right now. Okay, so things that you can journal on are, what challenges and problems you're facing right now in your business and in your life. Yeah, journaling on that, brainstorming ideas and solutions for moving forward past these challenges. So what I find this is a powerful practice when it's done after meditation, because the ideas flow through me, as I said before. So what pops into your mind, just allow your intuition to guide you with this. And again, you're just gaining awareness around how you're feeling on a daily basis and why you're feeling that way. And that's going to help you to do something about it, to start making positive changes. And right now, this is really important. And this is why I'm talking about it first of all. Okay. And I know lots of you are on board with this. Okay. We're yoga teachers. We should be on board with this. But it really gives you the ability to connect and tune in with yourself and to create that awareness around how you're feeling, especially if you've got other things going on in your life and in your personal life. You need to be able to have this space. You need to be able to give your mind the space. Okay. So when you don't journal, what happens is it means that you can go for days on end without paying attention to what's going on up here. Okay, so if you're feeling low, you can catch yourself, when you're journaling, you can catch yourself on it and then proactively work on getting yourself back on a more positive frame of mind. Okay, so have a think about that first of all. Tuning in with yourself through meditation, through journaling, super important. And it's going to be, even more important as we navigate our way through these tough times. Okay, we need to have the tools under our belt. So another thing to do is to find ways to get inspired. Okay, so every day I want you to take some time, even if it's just 5 minutes, just to do something that will make you feel inspired and empowered. Okay, we need to do all we can to feel good in tough times. Okay, so making this an intentional and regular practice is really important. Okay, so share in the comments what you currently do to feel inspired and to find that inspiration. Okay, so for me personally, I like taking time to, either watch an inspiring video on YouTube, or listen to an uplifting podcast or an audio book. And when I do these things, I can just feel my energy change. I can feel myself feeling good and feeling hopeful, feeling inspired. And these feelings create a drive in me. And this is a drive to be more productive, okay, to move forward and to take action. Do any of you guys resonate with that? When you do things, when you take action to feel inspired and find that inspiration, it makes you feel inspired, right? It makes you become more productive because you just want to get into it. You want to kind of start making an impact again. So, just ask yourself now, are you willing to take some time every day to do things that are going to make you feel inspired? And what might it be? Okay, so Rebecca said podcasts. Yeah. So share in the comments what you currently do, or perhaps something that you're going to commit to do. Yeah, maybe finding, some videos on YouTube. Okay, maybe watching some TED Talks. They're always pretty inspiring. Maybe listening to some podcasts. You could always listen to the Yogipreneur podcast. Yeah, so every single week I'm releasing an episode every single week on my podcast so that you guys can learn on the go. But what else is going to help to inspire you, okay, to make you really feel good and, empowered to really take action? And when we've done the work to tune in with ourselves, okay, the meditation, the journaling, and we've made time to feel inspired, it's much easier to seek out the opportunities that allow us to thrive. Okay, and that's what I'm going to start talking about now. So when times are tough, we have to get creative and we have to think outside of the box to come up with ideas and solutions for our problems. Okay, so they're the problems that we may have identified when we're journaling, for instance. And there are really a lot of opportunities to grow and to develop and thrive than we actually realize. Okay, all we have to do is look for them. Yeah, there's loads of opportunities out there. Okay, when we're feeling inspired, those opportunities come to us. Okay, they present themselves. We can see them more clearly. Okay, when we're not feeling inspired, it's really hard to see what opportunities are out there, and for those opportunities to present themselves and for us to magnetize them towards us. Okay, so what I want you to do in order to discover what opportunities might be available, and as I said, I'm going to be sharing simple and powerful things with you today, some ideas, but I want you to think of ways that you can be of service right now. Okay, so I mentioned before that your community, you know, most people out there right now are a bit anxious, you know, they're not feeling, you know, as in their normal self, dealing with a lot of challenges right now. So how can you support your community? How can you support your students? Okay, and an amazing question to ask yourself right now as you begin to get your ideas flowing is to think about how you could be of service and help people right now. Okay, so what could you do to help others, to help the students and people in your community right now? Okay, so, you know, when we're going through challenging times, like right now, there are often changes that we can make so that we can better adapt to the situation. Okay, and certainly in Digital Yoga Academy, I've had to make changes and I've had to adapt some programs and offer some new programs to continue to support you and to fit the situation that we're in, the current situation, the current landscape. Okay, so have a think about the changes that you could make in your business that could help you. Okay, so this could be about connecting with your audience on a deeper level, you know, showing up more, better serving your community by being more visible, creating something new, adapting an existing offering, or even making some internal changes, you know, looking at the systems and processes you have placed in your business. So this is all about opening up and getting your ideas flowing. Okay, so what could you do? So to give you an idea, mid-March, when the pandemic was announced, mid-March time, I did two things that weren't in my plan. They weren't in my 2020 plan. Okay, I opened up a fast track option into the Profitable Yoga Teacher to join the existing students. So the Profitable Yoga Teacher is my 6-month group coaching program that started in November. So I had 50 odd students come into that, 50 odd teachers come into that program. And in March, I allowed other teachers in the community to join that existing group. Yeah, so I offered them a fast track into that program. And that program is all about creating and launching an online yoga course. And a lot of teachers were messaging me. They were saying, Kelly, when is that program opening? I want to get into that program. So that's one thing I did to adapt to this situation. The other thing I did is I ran last month in April, I ran a 7-day live virtual training called Online Yogi. Some of you guys might have been in that. And so 150 teachers joined me inside that program. And again, that program was an opportunity for teachers to learn how to get their classes online, how to use Zoom, all of the things that they needed right now, that you guys need right now. And it was an affordable way to learn with me, okay? Because I recognized studios closing down, people losing money, teachers losing money. I wanted to offer something that was affordable, that would suit you guys right now in this current situation. Okay, so you can see that's two things that I did in my business that weren't planned, that was basically me pivoting and changing up things to suit what was happening right now, so that I could continue to serve you, give you the knowledge that you need so that you can thrive. Okay, so you have a think about what you can do in your business to serve your students, your ideal clients, okay, your community. What do they need right now to help them to navigate through these tough times? Any ideas, guys, what you could do in the comments? Any ideas? Any ideas? Anything sparking your imagination right now as I talk you through this? But specifically, think about how you can go digital if you haven't already. You know, because a lot of the businesses that are less impacted by this pandemic are the businesses that are online. Yeah. So, you know, if you were already teaching online, then you would just be, you know, enhancing that, okay? But you might have found that you've had to go from teaching in the studio in person to online for the very first time. So how else can you take some of your in-person offerings online? Yeah, what else can you do? Could you start offering, you know, private classes online? Is that something you've thought about? You know, yoga teachers really have a great opportunity right now to go online. There's so many things that you can do, but you need to sit there. It's not just about online classes. There are tons of things that you can do, tons of ideas, tons of options and opportunities. Okay, we need to get into this space of hope and possibility. Yeah, that's what's going to get us to feeling more hopeful instead of feeling helpless. Okay, so this is a really great way to support your business when you go online, yeah, and to keep it running, but also to support your community so that they can keep practicing with you. Okay, so I want you to spend some time, you know, really thinking about what you can do online to support your business and your community. And if you're already online, could you do something else? Okay, so let me just talk you through some ideas. So obviously lots of you are teaching online, so that's hosting your live online classes. You could also create an online yoga course. You could do some one-to-one classes, so you could you know, gain some private clients. Maybe you could create some digital PDFs of class sequences that people can do at home, or, you know, breaking down a posture that people can follow and they can practice at home to support their practice, to support their home yoga journey. You could build a membership or an online community. You could create other digital products such as audio meditations, okay, or you know, an ebook. So any other ideas for those of you that are here live with me now? Any other ideas? And even if you're watching the replay, I love to see your ideas, so they will still come through with me. So who else have we got here? Come on, guys, I want to hear from you. So we've got Iman, we've got Helen, Amanda, Sam, Ashley, Gabriella, Sarah, Alice, Annette, Ollie, Katie, Sam, Caroline, Miriam, Megan. There's tons of you. There's pages of you. So come on, let's hear from you now. Share in the comments what you would like to create in your business. Okay, that maybe you've not thought about, or maybe you have been thinking about it, but you've not taken action on it. What could you offer online that's beyond an online Zoom class? Yes, Rebecca, I'm loving that idea. I'm doing a virtual retreat and one-to-ones. Perfect. Okay, what else? What else have we got? Who else wants to share? So I want you to, this will be a bit of homework for you. Miriam, workshop series. Perfect, brilliant. Wonderful, wonderful. Sarah, I've always wanted to try and offer an online course, but I don't know where to start. Okay, well, I've got tons of resources on that. So if you head to the Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page and go to videos, there are resources there. There are training videos on my business page, also inside the Facebook group, all about teaching online. That is my speciality. So, my online program, The Profitable Yoga Teacher, that's going to be opening enrollment in July. And that's a 6-month program that takes you through the process of building your community, creating and launching an online program or online course, online yoga course. And there is a framework to follow. So that's probably why you feel like you don't know where to start, because there is a lot that goes into it. There's a proven step-by-step framework to follow. And it's the framework that I use in my business. It's the framework that's allowed me to support hundreds and hundreds of yoga teachers through my online programs and group coaching programs. And it's allowed me to bring over $100,000 into my business in this last year alone. I've been running Digital Yoga Academy now for the last 3 years. So there is a framework to follow, but you can start learning about it by watching and catching up on some of those trainings on the Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page or my YouTube channel. They're all there. So there's tons to start off your learning. But I want you guys, a bit of homework for you. I want you to come up with 10 ideas for going digital and just leveraging the power of the internet. Yeah. So you can really start to build a thriving business right now. Everything is online. This is our opportunity. And when I said at the beginning, this whole situation that we found ourselves in is giving you the energy to move your classes online. You had to move quickly. You had no choice, really. If you were teaching in person and you had, you were running classes and you've got a community, chances are you jumped on it. You moved through those fears that probably would have kept you stuck. Yeah. So had this pandemic not happened, and God, we wish that it hadn't happened, but had it not happened, chances are you might not have taken your classes online. You might have been thinking about it, but you might have been telling yourself, oh, it's too complicated. The tech is too difficult. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to be in front of a camera. All of these fears that show up, you didn't have time to even really think about them, right? You just got yourself online. So that is something incredible to come out of this. But this now is the time to be online. Okay, so come up with at least 10 ideas. Yeah, 10 ideas for going digital and leveraging the power of the internet. Okay, it's there. These platforms, they're at our fingertips. Okay, we need to use them, guys. We need to use them because there's lots of opportunity there to really build a global audience. Yeah, a global community. It's not just about your local community anymore. When you get online and you harness your message, you understand who your niche is, what your niche is, and who your ideal student is, and what they need from you, okay, you can start laying the foundations for a really solid, sustainable, and profitable yoga business. And not just that, an online business. And when you do that, then you can start to look at how you build an asset in your business, such as an online yoga course, okay, that you can sell again and again and again and again. And things start getting quite exciting and interesting when you do something like that. So whilst you might feel like, now is not the time to be selling, is anyone feeling like that? Now is definitely the time to be selling, yeah? The world needs you, yeah? The economy needs you, and your people need you, okay? So when you come up with your 10 ideas, know that you don't have to do all of those ideas that you come up with, okay? This is about laying out the options in front of you so that you can see what's possible and what's on the table for you. Now, another thing to consider is that you work on your business, okay? That you use this time to work on your business. And you might find that now for you is not the right time for you to make huge changes and to create new online offerings, okay? But you'd rather use this time for working on your business and ironing out some important things that you've been putting off, okay? Does anyone feel like that? Maybe you feel like, right now isn't the right time for you to create new offerings. Instead, you'd love to use this time to actually work on your business. And maybe you've been meaning to work on your systems and processes, okay? Perhaps you're feeling quite unorganized. And so this would be a good time to get organized, you know, to use a project management tool for the first time, to get yourself set up with the right processes so that you feel more organized inside your business. Maybe you've been meaning to create a podcast, okay? So you could use this time to work on the things that you've not been giving yourself permission to work on, okay? So brainstorm out some ideas. Have a think about what you could do. Have a think about what you could do. So just give me some feedback, guys. I've had a comment here, the video cut off. Can you hear me and see me okay still? Just give me some feedback. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Can you hear me and see me okay? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me and see me okay. It does say someone's left a comment. Archana, you can. Perfect. Brilliant. Okay, so let me give you some ideas then for what you could do to work on your business. And as I speak through these ideas, I want you to just let me know in the comments if it's something that you think that you would like to do. Okay, so you could refresh your website. Yeah, who needs a little bit of a refresh on the old website? It's definitely something we're doing in my business right now. Yeah, we're looking at having a refresh. We're also refreshing our branding. Yeah, so the Digital Yoga Academy branding is getting a refresh. So again, that's something that maybe you could work on. You could, you know, spend your time really focusing on building your social media following, or working on building your email list. You know, these are all things where you would work on your business, okay? And it's about growing your community. I mentioned it before, but you could, you know, create some new systems and processes in place. Set up a project management tool to help with your organization and your project. You could spend some time working on your vision and working on some new strategies for the rest of the year and into next year. Really start thinking about, where do I want to be in 6 months' time? Where do I want to be in a year's time? You know, these are really good questions to ask yourself. And remember, you know, for those of you who have been teaching in studios, you know, and you're spending your week, and you're a full-time yoga teacher, and you're spending your week traveling from studio to studio, class to class, really difficult, isn't it, to find the time to work on your business? Or even if you're a part-time teacher and you have a full-time 9-to-5 job and you're doing the teaching at the side, you know, mornings and evenings, again, it's hard to find the time to work on your business. So this could be a very good time. Well, it is a very good time to work on your business. Okay, we have the gift of time right now. Another thing to do is to gather up case studies and testimonials from your students. Yeah, get some of your regular students to do you some video testimonials, or to write out why you're so amazing and why they love practicing with you. It's a good time to do that, to gather up that content, because that is the type of content that, you know, you'll need when you come to launch an online yoga course, for instance. Generally, you can use this time to create content. You know, content should be a non-negotiable part of your business. If I didn't create content in Digital Yoga Academy, there would be no business. Yeah. So content looks like blog posts. It looks like blog articles for your website. Every single week we have a new blog article on the Digital Yoga Academy website. Every single week I'm doing live trainings. Every single day I'm going on to Instagram stories. There's posts on Instagram and Facebook. So having a process, because that sounds like quite a lot of stuff to do, but when you have a process to repurpose content, it's actually easier than you think. So use this time to work on your business. Really have a think about that, okay? Think about what you could do to work on your business. Okay, so Lauren says, trying to build my email list at the moment. And I remembered this from one of your trainings a while ago. Rebecca says, Wix is driving me crazy. So yes, this is it. Use the time. But, we have to be intentional about it. Otherwise, we wake up, we get on with our day, we do what we do. But actually, spending a bit of time, like actually thinking, okay, from 3 o'clock, I'm going to spend a couple of hours working on my website. Be intentional about it, because that's the only way it happens. Okay, so this follows on nicely actually to also working on yourself. Yeah, doing some work to develop your skill set and to expand your knowledge. It's a great time to do that. Yeah, it's a great time. So this is, a time to learn new things. Why not use this time to learn some of the things that you've been wanting to learn? So what's coming to mind for you guys? What's coming to mind? There's definitely courses that I'm eyeing up at the moment. There's a breathwork course that I'm eyeing up that I'm keen to enroll on. What are you guys thinking? Has anything taken your fancy recently? Have you seen something and thought, oh, that would be good? I mean, you guys are here with me now in this masterclass, so you were already doing it. But are there any courses or masterclasses that you've been wanting to go to, or you've been wanting to go through? Any areas of your business that you want to get better at, or any new skills that you wanted to develop? It might not even be business related. Now's an amazing time. Have a think about what you would love to learn right now, and then schedule those things into your calendar. There's really an abundance of opportunities and solutions out there for all of us. We just need to open ourselves up to seeing them, and then we need to take action on them. And when we do, we thrive. Yeah, the worst thing that we can do is to stay stuck in that negativity or the anxiety or the lack of action. So I want to encourage you to open yourself up and to really explore what's possible and to lean into it. Lean into it. So let's have a look. So Lauren, that's a really good one. I love that. Selling in a way that makes me feel comfortable. Yes. So I have something coming up for you next month on that specific thing. Okay. I've not announced it yet, but keep your ears open, eyes open, because I will be announcing it soon. So let's have a look. Subtle yoga, grief yoga. Yeah, any other things that you guys are looking at? So the last part of today's session, I just want to talk to you about creating a game plan, okay? Creating a game plan to thrive. Oh, Iman, that's great as well. Amazing. Well done, guys. So open yourself up to the opportunities. So it's easy, isn't it, to get caught up in everything? Yeah, that we just forget to focus on the things that matter. And so that's why we need a solid game plan, so that we really stay focused. So we stay focused, and specifically so that we thrive. We thrive when we are together, don't we? We thrive when we're part of a community, and when we have a loyal community or a tribe of students that we can call our own. Okay, when we've got that super yogi tribe that we can call our own. So those people in our super yogi tribe are the people who will be lining up for our paid offerings. Yeah, they're going to be putting their hands up and saying, hey, this is for me. That virtual retreat that you're running next week, that is for me. That Zoom class that you're running, I want to book that. I want to be there. The disco yoga class that you're doing, I want to be in that. They've put their hands up. So now is really a great time to focus on building your super yogi tribe. Who wants that? Who wants a super yogi tribe? I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. So raise your hand, put your hand up if you are just starting from scratch with growing your community. Who here is starting from scratch, growing their community? If you're just starting to grow your community from scratch, okay, maybe you're unsure how to find them, where to find them, how do you find your ideal clients? Maybe you're not even too sure who your ideal client is, who your ideal student is. Yes, is that anybody? Yeah. So, you know, when we talk about having a niche, maybe you just don't have the clarity around that. You don't know who your ideal student is. And so it's really hard to build a community, isn't it, when you don't know who that person is? What about, so let's say that's the first category, that's category A. What about if you have a small community, but you're struggling to grow it and there's just no engagement? Yes, there's no engagement from the people in your small community. They're not buying your offerings. They're not paying for your offerings. Is that anybody here? Anyone here? Is that anybody here? So I think when you're in either of these camps, A or B, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, you know, with the marketing, and, you know, you can feel unsure how to actually authentically grow your tribe, right? So yeah, lots of you saying, yeah, small community, small engagement, can relate to that. A and B, lol. Some love, but not enough engagement. Yeah. So this can make us feel stuck, because especially when it comes to actually making money in our business, because how can you actually fill your paid offerings, like your classes and so on, if you don't have a community? You can't. You actually can't. You need the community first. And that's where a lot of teachers struggle. You know, they get so excited about putting their online classes on Zoom and setting up their online course, but they haven't done the work to actually build out a community first. And that is where you need to start, guys. It's so, so important, because if you don't do that, you're making a big mistake. You're putting all your energy and time into creating your offerings, but you've actually got no one there to fill those offerings, okay? So who wants to grow a community? Who wants to grow a community? I mean, we all want to grow a community. And the thing is, we all start from zero. You know, I actually posted about this a couple of days ago. I started from zero in my business. 3 years ago, there were no teachers in my business. There were no teachers, yoga teachers in my community. You know, now we've got a really engaged Facebook group of over 12,000 yoga teachers from all over the world. There's over 15,000 teachers on the email list. It's continuing to grow because we've got the strategies in place. And these are strategies that I'm going to be teaching in Super Yogi Tribe. Okay, so it's happening from the 4th to the 8th of June, so in a few weeks' time. And it's a live virtual program. Okay, it's a 5-day program and it's happening live. So I'm going to be going live 3 times a day. Okay, so it's 15 sessions with me. And if you can't catch the live session, you catch the replay. And it's really all about how to attract people into your community, ideal students, and how to nurture those students into paying students. That is what Super Yogi Tribe is all about. So I'm inviting you to join me in this program. It's an affordable program. So you remember at the start, I talked to you guys about how I've pivoted in my business and created, you know, extra offerings to serve you and support you right now. Well, this program is one of those programs. Okay, so it follows on from the virtual training that I did last month, which was so powerful. We had 150 teachers in that training. Super, super powerful. I mean, it was incredible. And it's the first time I've done something like that to that extent. But honestly, it makes me feel like I want to do it more often. So this is the next installment. This is the next installment in the series. And then let's have a look. So it's all about, it's a 5-day program. Let me talk to you through it. So Caroline says, yes, she registered today. Thank you, Caroline. So let me talk to you about it. So this is really about sharing these strategies specifically for attracting people in and nurturing them into your tribe. So you have a Super Yogi Tribe that you can call your own. And this is a 5-day experience. I'm going to be going live 3 times a day for trainings, coaching, guest speaker sessions, and live Q&As. Okay, they're going to be happening inside Zoom. Okay, so we get to connect 3 times a day inside Zoom. There's also a private Facebook group with it as well, which is going to be amazing. And you're going to learn those essential strategies over a 5-day period. So I'm going to talk you through the 5 days. Okay, so stay with me. And if you've got any questions, I will answer those at the end. But day 1 is about mindset. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit today, but mastering your mindset, and all of my programs start with this piece because it is so important. I want you to be able to break through your biggest fears and actually feel really excited and motivated to show up, yeah, to be visible and to be present and powerful when you're visible. Day 2 is about nailing your super yogi niche. Okay, so if you don't know who your ideal student is, if you're lacking clarity around your niche and who you're meant to serve, we're going to really explore that on day 2. We're also going to explore how to craft authentic and aligned messaging. Okay, so that's the copy you use, the words you speak, that really allow you to cut through that noise and magnetize the right people into your community. That's day 2. It's a powerful day. Days 3 and 4 are both of those days are about super attractor strategies. Okay, so you are going to discover the essential super attractor strategies, and also you're going to create a growth action plan that's going to help you to optimize your website, create valuable content, boost your email list, and increase your visibility over a 90-day period. Okay, there's a lot that goes into those 2 days. There's a lot to take in. So that's days 3 and 4. And then day 5 is all about nurturing and growing. Okay, so day 5, I'll be sharing 2 powerful strategies that will allow you to build those authentic relationships, increase engagement, and really prime the people in your community for your paid offering so that they're putting their hands up saying, yes, this is for me. Okay, so that's what the 5-day involves. It's going to be intensive. There's going to be work to be done. Every day you're going to have work to do, okay, so that you're actioning what you're learning. There's full accountability there, guys. You know, you're going to be in a community of like-minded teachers who are also going through the same process and learning the same strategies and taking action. And it really is about taking action and transformation. And that's why I'm doing it in this way, in a 5-day period, so that it is intensive. It's intensive, but I want you to be able to take action now, okay? Whilst we have this time right now to actually make some positive changes in your business so that you come out of this thriving. And you can only come out of this thriving if you have a solid community. That's what it's all about. You know, everything in business evolves around your community. Okay, so that's what the program looks like. I'm going to be going live every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. UK time. So wherever you are in the world, you will be able to join at least one of those sessions. And if you can't join live, there's immediate replays that will be available, okay? Plus you have lifetime access. So it's really suitable for everybody, you know, in every time zone. So this is about getting real results and feeling confident to be truly visible, to finally show up, to attract the right people, to own your message, share it with the people who resonated it, but also to feel excited. Like, I want you to feel excited about this and really ready to, you know, motivated and to be able to follow a step-by-step plan of proven strategies, which is what I'm going to be teaching you to attract and nurture your super yogi tribe. So that is the program. I'm really, really excited about it. As I said before, you know, this is really part of a series of affordable trainings that I'm now offering as a result of the current situation and climate. Usually my programs, well, not usually, my programs are, you know, anything from $1,000 upwards. And this is an affordable way to learn with me. You're going to be connecting with me 15 times over the 5-day period. And you can join for the price of $165. Okay. There's also a 2-month payment plan to spread that payment out. Okay. So there's a number of bonuses, okay? You're actually going to get access to 3 courses. You're going to get access to 3 courses. And when you look at the value of the entire program, the value comes out at over $2,500, okay? Because of course you've got those 15 sessions with me, and obviously my time is valuable. You're going to have workbooks, action plans that you get access to. There's the private community, and then there's 3 bonuses, okay? So you get access to an online course that I have, which is called Essential Foundations to Teach Yoga Online. It's actually valued at $397. If you bought that now off my website, that's what you would pay, $397. There's also access to an online course on Facebook ads for yogipreneurs, and that's valued at $197. And then there's access to a mini course called Yoga Biz Boss, which is valued at $97. And that particular course is super useful because it teaches you how to create a 90-day plan. Okay, so it teaches you how to add some processes and systems into your business. So the total value is actually over $2,500, but you can join today for $165. And I'm going to just add the link into the comments. Add the link into the comments. So do let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, excuse me, about the program, and I can answer those questions now. Can you guys see the link okay? Can you see the link okay? Can you see the link? Yep, you can see the link. Perfect. Any questions for me, guys? Any questions at all? Any questions for me today on Super Yogi Tribe? So, I mean, just ask yourself some questions. You know, what does my current situation look like? What does my community look like? Do I have a community? Are they engaged? Have I been doing the work on this? You know, have I been doing the work to grow my community? Am I, am I struggling to fill my classes? Why am I struggling to fill my classes? Why is no one booking? Is it because you don't have the community there? Yeah, you haven't spent the time to attract people in and to use strategies to nurture your community, because so many people don't do enough of that nurturing. They don't warm up their community in order to sell. Yeah, so there is a way to sell, you know, there is a way to go about it in a really nice, authentic way. So selling doesn't have to be icky, but you do need to know how you go about warming people up, priming people and nurturing people. You know, this is about serving. Selling is about serving and offering your gifts to the people who need it the most. Okay, so really, just ask yourself some questions about your existing community, your business. Take stock of it, and do have a look at the Super Yogi Tribe, because I honestly believe that this program is what a lot of yoga teachers really need right now. And that's, you know, why I've spent the time to really develop it in the way that I have. So if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Before I go, I am actually offering the first 20 people to sign up. I'm offering a 30-minute activation call with me. So that's a private coaching session with me, a 30-minute call. 10 of those spots have already gone over the last few days. Okay, so I'm officially starting to talk about this program now, so I expect that those spots will fill pretty quickly. But if you are thinking about it, then do jump on it today, because you'll have an opportunity to take up one of those spots as well with me, and we can get on the phone, we can get onto Zoom, and we can talk specifically about your business and your community. Okay, so if there are no other questions for me, guys, I am going to shoot today. Okay, so there is a question from Kathy. How long will we have access to the program? You have lifetime access to the program. So you have lifetime access. So of course, you know, the program is designed to run over a 5-day period, and there'll be immediate replays, but you have access to the community, the Facebook community, and also all of the program content as well, and the workbooks and so on. So it's all there for you, so you can do it in your own time. You can come back to it. It's all there. I mean, this is, you know, a huge amount of value that you're getting in this program. And you can join for 165. There's also a payment plan of $89 a month over 2 months. And yeah, so I hope that you'll join me. I hope you'll have a look at it. Do consider it. If you have any questions, guys, please just feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email. Send me an email at kelly@digitalyogaacademy.com. And I hope to welcome you into the program. So remember, this is about sustaining your business, thriving, coming out of this current climate, really in a greater place than you are now, in a better place than you are now. So I wish you all the best with that. I really do. And amazing. Yay. Perfect. Our Chana is going to sign up today. Wonderful news. Yeah. So I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping that, well, I'm pretty hopeful there's going to be over 100 teachers in this program with us. So exciting stuff. It's going to be very exciting indeed. Okay, sending you all lots and lots of love. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you to those on the replay, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.